it's Tanya and it's Halloween time, baby. I'm so excited. Spooky ooky season is upon us, and I wanted to talk about something that has been blowing my mind and creeping me out for a really long time. A lot of my friends don't talk about it, so I've got to talk about it somewhere. And it's what some people call a conspiracy theory, some people call it an urban legend, and most people just call it the Backrooms. Dun dun dun! Editing Tanya's gonna hate me for that. That wasn't a lie. Thanks, editing Tanya. Anyway, this is something that I find really hard to wrap my brain around it, and I've found videos about it, but it's not explained on like a third grade level that I need to be able to understand it. So from the research that I've done, the Wikidot has been really helpful. The Reddit page that is mainly known, I'll post them and add them below in the description. But people have been really helpful with the questions that I have, and I just wanted an easier way to understand it out there for other people so that when they're researching it, it's easier for them to figure things out. I know that I'm missing things, and that's okay. That's something where you can add it in the comments below if I mess something up. Or things aren't fully correct, but a lot of people have differing opinions on things, so I might come at it from different perspectives, so just know that different people have different opinions on it. From my research, it sounds like this started in about 2018, but it was later reposted on 4chan back in 2019, and that's when it kind of lit on fire and became more of something that's big. So here's the post. It says, if you're not careful and you no clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the backrooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, and the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum bahum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell heard you. Sorry for the curse word. I don't generally curse, but if it's a quote, it doesn't count. So anyway, this is the post that caused this to blow up. And the picture is creepily eerie because it almost looks familiar, and a lot of people, had a lot of questions in regards to it. You might be asking yourself, what are the backrooms? What is it? And the best way that I can explain it from ways that I've learned is it's an alternate dimension where space and time aren't quite the same as it is here in our here and now. It's a couple minutes in our time is like weeks in that time. And so it's composed of different levels that are kind of mixed up like a maze, so it's really hard to find your way out, and there are different levels that you're going through. And when you think of a level, don't think of it as you're going on an elevator and you're going up different levels. It's a little bit different. It's kind of like levels in a video game, and you progress as you go, and so you're trying to work your way out of them. All of the levels and locations look very uncomfortably empty, and it looks like a high traffic area that you would normally go to that's like eerily empty and quiet, and it's just like very silent. And they're relatively familiar looking places like hallways, maintenance areas, office buildings, parking garages, and all kinds of other places that look like they go on forever and ever, but it's never an outside location. Sometimes when you look at the pictures of the backrooms, you get an eerie feeling, and you can't quite explain how you know what you know or why you kind of feel like it's familiar, and it's almost like deja vu or nostalgic. So how do you get to the backrooms? This is something called no clipping, and basically you're going from one reality to the other. You can maybe think of it like Stranger Things. When they went into the upside down, it was either by accident or they would have to work really hard to get into it. And so this is kind of how you would get into it. Some examples would be by accident. You could trip and fall, and when you get back up, you're in the back rooms. You can jump into a pool, and when you come back up, you happen to be in the back rooms. You can lean on a wall and fall into the back rooms. It's all things that are kind of eerie and spooky that it could just accidentally happen to you. But some believe that you can actually go there willingly, and there's ways to get in on your own. So what are the back rooms like? And from my research, it really is spooky to me, and this is the scary part, that you could end up there on accident, and then all of a sudden you're in this space that you're all by yourself. It's hard to escape. It's a maze, and you're trying to find your way out. But if you do find your way out, maybe you're at a different level and you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this place? Food is scarce. It's hard to find different foods, and different foods can actually kill you. And the more creepy factor to me is that there's entities in there with you that you never know when they could turn a corner. You might hear them, but there are these monsters that just prowl around in these back rooms. Generally, they don't sound very friendly, and a few will leave you alone, but mostly they're gonna try to get you. So survival is also very difficult in the back rooms. So what are entities? And I went down a rabbit trail. I am not even lying to you. I'll even have Editing Tanya show you some of the wiki website. And there's all kinds of entities that are trying to attack you. So Editing Tanya, take it away. Hey, it's Editing Tanya, and I wanted to go over the entities that really freak me out the most that I've seen. And as you can see here, the entities discussion area on the Backrooms Wikidot, the entities go on and on. And I saw at least 99 when I was looking last time. Yeah, but I'm sure that there's more, and they really creep me out. And let's get into some of them that creep me out the most. So the first one that really freaks me out is the entity number 2, and it's called the windows. And this one is literally a window that has some kind of figure behind it that's trying to lure you in because you're trying to figure out if it's an escape. But really, it's an entity that'll grab you and try to attack you. This next one is the clumps. It's entity number 5. And this one, I would say, creeps me out the most from the ones that I looked at, because it is literally a clump of limbs, like arms and legs, that roll around in the back rooms, and they basically will reach out and try to grab you if you get close enough. So that one, could you imagine? That one just is disgusting and creeps me out. Another one that really creeps me out is the Smiler, and it's usually pretty hostile, but it reminds me of the Cheshire Cat, and it'll chase anything it sees, so you have to try to distract it. But I just can't imagine seeing this thing kind of floating around and following you even. Anyway, those are a couple of the creatures, and I did stay with the smaller numbers because normally when people are looking into it, they start small. But again, I went down a rabbit trail, and I literally almost looked at every single one of the 99. And there's some like really wacky ones. So if you're interested in looking at the creativity of people, then you can look at these. Like there's things like Hive's Mind. There's all kinds of like little children kind of walking around, creepy little things. So if you're interested, research if you would like to. Otherwise, back to normal, Tanya. Bye. Ooh, it's spooky. I don't like it. Thank you, Editing Tanya, for dealing with that so that I didn't have to. Anyway, knowing about these entities, it's almost like you have this false hope the whole time that you're in the back rooms, and you feel like you can get out, but anytime you find an exit, you're just sucked back in somehow. It's like you're drawn to different things and entities, and it's hard to get out. And so you can find keys, you can find different escapes, you can no clip out, but really there's not a whole lot of luck it seems like with this. And again, I know it's an urban legend, but to me the spooky part is like, what if I just happen to get there kind of thing. And I think that's part of the fun for people. They like trying to create this alternate reality of what things could look like and these spooky creatures, that kind of thing. So what are the different canons? And this is talking about the different levels of the Backrooms. And don't forget, it's not like an elevator, it's different levels like a video game. And so some people believe that there are 3 different levels, and some people believe that there's almost endless, or like 999 is on that wiki.dot website. But let's talk about the 3 levels first. This is the photo that resembles the 3 different levels: level 0, level 1, and level 2. You can always pause and read this if you would like to. So that's the 3-level approach, but a lot of people believe there are a lot more levels. Some people believe that there's thousands. Some people think that it's never ending, but the wiki.dot website has 999, I noticed. So I think it just depends on which canon you believe in. Again, the Backrooms are made to be up for your interpretation. And so different people believe different things, and that's totally okay. You can believe what you want to believe, and you don't have to believe it at all, because it even says on their website it's not real. So I wanted to go over some other theories that I found that people have and that have interested or piqued my interest. Some people believe that you can go to the Backrooms in real life to explore on your own. Again, the wiki.dot is saying this is not real. This is not something that is real. But some people do believe that it's real. I don't think that that's extremely common from what people have told me on the Reddit page. But some people believe that you can go to the Backrooms and no clip in whenever you want to, just to explore. And so you are going there to learn different things, to explore the levels and report back to people. And that's when you can also create the levels and show people the things that you've learned, like on the website that we kind of looked at a little bit earlier. But it's like a creative outlet generally. A lot of people know that it's not real, and so they just want that creative outlook. Some people do believe it's real. Again, it's everybody's interpretation. Another theory that a lot of people have is that if the Backrooms pictures look familiar, and I'll even put some up here, then it means that you've been to the Backrooms and you ended up surviving it, because to complete the levels, you get to come back to our reality. It may feel like you were in the Backrooms for years, but you've only been gone a couple seconds in our reality. But after you've left, your memories were wiped. And that's why we have that deja vu feeling or nostalgia when you see the pictures. And they believe that your memories are erased, but they can't erase the ways that you feel. So that's another theory. So the next theory is the government theory. Some people believe that the government is actually utilizing Backrooms almost like the Matrix. And this is something that they're using to create a more favorable society, and almost using it to wean out or kill off the non-favorable people. Again, they see who can complete the Backrooms, and the people that finish it get to join our current reality. And that's why you have that deja vu feeling or nostalgia when you see those pictures, because they can erase your mind, but they can't erase the feelings that you have. And that's why you have that deja vu feeling. Ooh, spooky. Did I make a requirement for this to be cringy? Because if so, I'm succeeding. Ta-da! Anyway, I know that these theories are very conflicting, and again, they're theories, and some people believe them just like any conspiracy theories. Some people do not believe them, so you believe what you want to believe. So what are my thoughts about this whole thing? The first thing is, I still can't figure out why you would willingly go to the back rooms. It sounds like it's supposed to be more of something that happens on accident. You'd accidentally end up there. And so I, again, in my wildest dreams, cannot figure out why people would want to willingly go there to explore and learn about it. And again, I personally don't believe that it's something that's real. I think that it is an urban legend, and that's a legend. So it's a heck no for me. I'm not interested in going there. Thank you to the people that have reported back if you did. So also, I'm a very clumsy person, so the concept that I could just trip and fall and end up there blows my mind. I do not want to be there. I don't know, the depictions that I've seen of the back rooms just really creep me out. So I have no interest in going there. Thank you very much. The concept of entities just like roaming around there really creeps me out. I do not want to happen upon one of those. I don't want to become friends. Leave me alone, please. A couple more things. I don't understand how people no clip in and out of the back rooms, because it sounds like the difficulty is getting out. So no clipping in and knowing that you could potentially not get out. I think a lot of the theory is that if you can no clip in and out, you're basically a professional and you do that just for fun. And so it's not difficult, but I couldn't quite figure that out. So leave that below if you know the answer to that. But also the food there. I couldn't figure out if you're there for weeks and it's really like seconds in our time. I don't know how you figure out what foods are safe in the moment and whether or not. I know it kept talking about almond water or coconut water. I think it was almond water, which is like your main sustenance. But I don't know. I don't like the concept also that you're just alone the whole time. That kind of like creeps me out. But yeah. I know that I've missed a lot because I don't fully understand the back room still. I know that I'm trying to make this short so no more people can learn at least the basics about it. But if you know more, feel free to share it below so that people can learn about it more, because I've missed a ton. I haven't included a ton. There's so many levels with so much information. So make sure you look into the research that we've got here below. But again, it can be confusing, but it's fun. It's something that's fun. So my tip of the day would be, make sure that you're careful where you trip and fall, because maybe you might end up in the back room. So that's all I have for you today. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Don't talk to strangers unless they give you candy, especially Halloween time. And I will see you next time. Bye!
The cutest little distraction ever. So I'm a sweet baby. So I'm a sweet little baby. So hello. Say hello. Oh, you're gonna give kisses? Oh, you mommy. Oh, that's so kind. This is Evie. Say hi, Evie. All right. Have a nice day. Bye.